Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Sam, and today we are diving into part 8 of the Rags to Mansion Baron Challenge. Last time we opened a small business and we ran it for the first time. We made just over $10,000. Now, I didn't put anything in the house because I'm trying to finish the bathroom. The tub I wanted is the most expensive one, $12,000. So I just left the money and we are going to wait until we nausea. Oh my, is this a dumpster baby? Look at her. Well, hello. Oh my. Is this from the dumpster? Is this an alien baby? Unknown causes. Oh no. Oh no. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Back to what I was saying. We opened up for business. I didn't use the money yet. We're waiting till we have enough money to buy the tub. We're going to have to reopen the business. Now, in the meantime, we do have to paint some more. We've only sold 9 paintings, which means we need to replace them. Oh my, dumpster baby or alien baby? We'll see, I guess. So, we're going to go in and sell all these things from fixing the toilet the last time. And we're going to go in and we're going to paint again, like I said, because we are missing some paintings. Now she's missing one abstract and a bunch of impressionisms. After a while, I don't know if it's really going to matter. I think classic and abstract paintings make more money anyhow. So maybe we should just be focused on that. But at the same time, then it would just be the same ones over and over. Oh my, I can't believe that she's pregnant. I mean, this could be interesting, right? No furniture. We've still got a pallet bed. But we've got a business. We've got a business and a vacuum to clean up some dust, so we should be fine. I love the colors in this room here, which I believe is going to be the dining room. There is something about this, like, orangey salmon color that I just genuinely love. I think it really pops. What is she going to do with a baby? $1,300 for the weekly bills is not that bad considering. I mean, we are on the smallest lot. I think the lot only costs like $1,500. So it's not like we spent an abundance on it. It's not affecting our bills in any way, not really. So and we have no furniture. We have no furniture. I think the most expensive piece of furniture is the garbage. Or no, I think the shower actually that comes from Get Famous is like $1,500. So, you know, okay. You could already see the dust accumulating on the floor. This is exhausting. I feel like we spend more time cleaning off the dust than than anything else. I mean, do we tell Marcel? Do we tell Marcel? How do we know it's his? Now, with the RPO mod, I could go for like a paternity test. That's like an option. So we may have to do that. Another option, I think, is if we choose to tell Marcel he's fathered the child, it's going to tell us if it's truth or a lie. So maybe we could use that too. But at this time, I am unsure. Yeah, there it is. Are I think I have my settings set to like not find out that you're pregnant until the second trimester. Whereas in the game, normally the way it's set up, you find out after that, like right away on the next day. Whereas here, you find out like 2 days later. So you've only really got 2 days. But as you can see, she's had a bump. And so we picked up on that. This is wild. Was this Maybe it was from the dumpster? I don't know. Is this a dumpster baby? What are we gonna name it? Mm, this is a beautiful painting. Dina, why does she keep calling? I do like that Sims call and, it's like they wanna make friends and stuff like that, but sometimes it's just too much. So we've already got 4 other paintings to add. We still really need 5 more to complete, like, all of the areas downstairs to fill the business before it opens. But I feel like now we're on a time crunch. Like, we've got 2 days until she gives birth, and, well, I guess babies aren't that high maintenance. They come with, like, a bassinet, and you don't need to buy anything, but then they don't stay that way for long, and then all of a sudden, it's an infant, and that, for me, is, like, the worst part. Getting a job. Marcel, just stick with it for once. I think you've already changed your job twice. But yeah, I don't know. Infants to me are so difficult. I don't know why. It's like we should backtrack because when the game first came out, we didn't have toddlers either. We just had like baby to a child and everybody was in uproar. It was a problem. How could we possibly go backwards? Well, let me tell you, when we got toddlers, everyone was like pulling their hair out. It was disastrous. What are we going to do with these things? They're like whining and crying and whatever. Years later, we're like, okay, toddlers aren't that bad. We've got, you know, little tips and tricks on how to deal with them at any point in time. Having a display case with food in it, they can get it themselves. They're all independent in my game. Like, there's no other option. Nobody's clingy. Everybody's independent. Go on the potty on your own. It's fine. Figure it out. You move on. Infants are gassy. They have blowouts more than they probably should. They spit up all over your Sims when they're, like, eating. It's messy, and I just feel like they're a lot of work, and yes, they should be. It's like a reflection of real life here. In that sense, they are a lot of work. However, in the game, I feel like enough is never enough, and then at the end of the day, they age up, and it's like, "Oh, by the way, on top of being miserable, here you go, your infant has had an unhappy time." So and then that kinda, like, follows them throughout life. All of a sudden, they've got no self-esteem, and you're wondering how could you possibly have gone wrong. It's I don't know, it's like the straw that broke the camel's back for me. That's what the infants are. N the problem is, like, I know I mentioned it last time, but, like, when your Sims, they get together, they have children, whatever, you have 1 and then you have 2 because 1 is like, "Meh, okay." But really, you wanna have a couple of them. You wanna keep the house busy, you wanna keep things chaotic and interesting. The problem is that there is no, um you almost have to wait till your baby's a toddler to try for a baby again because then all of a sudden you've got, 3 infants, a toddler, and then a newborn, and your Sims are beside themselves essentially, and you're trying to figure out why they're not sleeping, how they're gonna get their next meal. "Oh, sweetie, honey, if you have to use the washroom, then please just go do it." I like that painting, actually. Okay, so she actually needs quite a few things, so send her to take a shower, grab a meal, and are gonna place some more paintings down here. Surrealism, uh, what if we did, like, 2 surrealism, 2 impressionism, and 2 what's the other one? I can't remember. Anyway, there's 2 other slots left, and then we can open back up. Another thing is when you're doing something like painting, it is so time consuming, and when you have an infant, it's like they're constant, right? Newborns are not so bad. Toddlers, like I said, they work on their own now for me. They work for themselves. But infants are needy, and it's difficult. Like, sometimes you put them in the tub and then the diaper doesn't actually come off, or, you go to feed them and then they end up just making a mess of themselves and your Sims, and then you're trying to clean up after that. But painting is so time consuming, and we need to still paint in order to make the money. So, best of luck to us all. All right. So now her needs are completely full, and we still need to paint. She's 2 in the morning. We're going to get some sleep first so that we're starting our day fresh. She is pregnant. So, her needs are gonna go down quicker, especially once she hits that 3rd trimester. It's like, you know, complete downfall. There's dust bunnies, we're still sleeping in the kitchen, like, normally, if I was playing like an actual family and I was building something, I would actually have everybody on the main floor, so that way there's no up and down and there's no running around, and all the beds and everything are on the main floor. When I play with, like, 2-level houses, which is probably what I'm gonna do here, just for the sake of it, all the children from the age of newborn to toddler sleep on the main floor. They like, their beds, their cribs, whatever, go anywhere they need to go, they are on the main floor, okay? I I can't, because then you can't see what they're doing, if they need food and they can't get down the stairs, or, there's diapers and bottles and they get messy, and, like, I just it's too much. I need to see what is going on. And she's very angry, and this is a part of the RPO mod. Their emotions are gonna be all over the place because she's pregnant, and that's the way it works. So, in the meantime, we're going to break the sink, and be inspired by our meal. So, you know yeah, so I think maybe I don't know how you guys play, but the children do not sleep in the same room as the adults in my game, because when I put them to sleep, I require them to actually get some sleep. We're gonna go and pay those bills because I can't remember that. And now she's just going around picking up all these huge piles of dust. So we're gonna speed that up. She's still mad. I'm not exactly sure why, but here she goes. It's painful to watch her go up and down the steps. Like, can you just be quick about it? We can pay the bills and keep going. Like, stomping. Why are you going back downstairs? What? All right, we're gonna vacuum because ambiance is important when you open up your business. And I have a feeling that they won't love that there's dust bunnies living in the shop. Bye. 2 more paintings and we are good to go, but I do really wanna finish vacuuming. Make an angry poop. Mm, I love that for us. So we are soon going to be at, like, the 3rd trimester, which is scary, exciting. I used to play Sims with, like, a house full of children. It would just be like pow, 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 one after the other, pop them out, keep it going, and it would, like, time itself amazingly, and as they would be teenagers, they would just move out, my sim would just keep going, It was like the 100 baby challenge, but it wasn't a challenge, it just was, and when the infants came out, it was just a game changer. Couldn't keep going. Annabelle can now take family leave, so we have entered the 3rd trimester, and watch her needs just drain. Oh, Marcel. Well, I suppose we should share the big news since we're about to give birth to possibly his infant. It's gotta be his, right? I don't think I mean, she's been abducted by aliens twice now. I feel like it's gotta be his. This is a dumpster child, and we are embracing it. Oh, no. He's not happy. I wonder why, Marcel. Is it because you're married with children of your own? Well, that's not performance. How can they not be happy? Her partner does not want it. Well, obviously. I mean, that's the logical thing, isn't it? He loves you, honey, but he's not married to you, so, you know, tell him you wanna keep the baby. So, again, these are all parts of that RPO mod, and this is what I love about it. It just makes it so much more chaotic and intriguing and realistic, and she's like, "My god, I just wanna keep this child," and he's like, "Yo, girl, I'm married and have my own children, so please don't come to my house with them." Oh, it's unreal. But, like, they're still okay, you know? He still loves her, just not enough to want her to be having his children, so I love that the icon is, a clown for the part that says, "How could they not want this baby?" And now she's angry, it's our baby, and she wants it, and he doesn't, and guess what, sweetie? We're keeping it. So, you know, such is life. Because obviously there's a part of the mod that also allows you to terminate a pregnancy, um, and so that is an option, and we are not taking that option. We are embracing this change as we waddle to the fridge to grab another meal. And she's feeling flirty, she's like, "You know what, Marcel? I still want this baby, and I love that. So, pick your poison, sweetheart. We really need to get this business up and running. Need a tub for an infant because they poop themselves quite regularly, and I need a tub in order to clean them because the sink just doesn't do it for me. However, in the meantime, we are going to discover, um, baby number and birth gender. So, essentially, it's like an ultrasound, and these are all the options that come up when your sim is pregnant and you have this mod. There are so many things that you can do, like, if she did not want a child, there would be an option to go, like, to therapy, essentially, or counseling, and at some point, she may choose to accept it, you know? And then it kinda plays along with how she feels during her pregnancy and how she feels towards the child, and I think it's just wonderful, to be honest, but now we are just trotting our way to the ultrasound to find out what we're having. Getting an ultrasound. 1 baby, your baby will be born a boy. Yes. Alright, so we're having a boy, and we are getting close to popping this child out. We have done little to no work today towards getting any kind of money. I'm concerned, excited, and terrified, but here we are. This baby will soon be born and we will get back to business. We're also going to get some sleep because it's 2 a.m. and her energy is going to drain beyond what we could possibly imagine. She's also craving sweet food. She's excited about the life within. She's re- she's energized from recalling her close encounter. Wasn't she just angry 5 minutes ago and scared at one point? Is it like Stockholm just syndrome or something? I mean, what is happening here? We will say that her soul's journey, though, she's dreaming of becoming a parent, and here we are, right? Here we are. I think this is so tedious, though. But here we go. All right, new day, new goals. We're giving birth, and we got to get ready for it. We've got all these paintings. We're still missing two. We're just going to fill them in. Like, let's just do it. Pop art. That was the other one I couldn't remember earlier, the pop art painting. Right, girl. Get it? We're throwing in the money making garbage can. That is an absolute necessity. Anna's Art's open. We are opening for business because we need this cash, guys. We need this cash. And we are still painting canned food. Well, now that we know that it's pop art, I guess we're gonna have to I wanna go on the best date ever. Because I think you had quite a fun time at the dump, little girl. Isn't that what's got us in this predicament in the first place? Wasn't that enough for you? You looked like you had fun. Okay. Oh, it's a masterpiece. Interesting. Not one I would pay money for, but perhaps somebody else. All right, so now as she paints them, we are just going to throw them up on these boards and just hope that someone's gonna buy them. Everyone's just chilling outside. I don't know if she needs to be in the basement for them to go in or what's happening, but doors open, sweetie. Go in, spend your money. Ooh, 4,600 simoleons. Wow, that is amazing. So we have it set to 50%, I think. Number 6 will be very important to you in the next 24 hours. The only thing important to me in the next 24 hours is birthing what I'm hoping is a dumpster child and, not wetting myself, I guess. Making some money. I need a tub. Does it need to be the most expensive one? No. But is that what I want? Yes. Oh, she's finished this one. So we are going to put that in our inventory and continue on. What is this? An angry blueberry? Hmm, okay. We're at 19,000 right now, and I'm quite excited. Means that we are selling our paintings. Romance is always in the air. You don't need to call. Just go on the dates that you want to go on. Okay? Oh my goodness. Dylan Sigworth and Monica Lopez are flirting with each other. First of all, Dylan Sigworth, he's married, isn't he, to that woman in Strangerville? Oh, well, now he's gone and wed himself, hasn't he? Oh my. Took the flirting a little too far, was it? I think a painting is owed now. No, oh no, she's gone into labor. Close the business. Gotta go. Hopeful hustle. Perks of business. Well, we're gonna deal with that later, aren't we? All right, darling. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. One baby to be born a boy. Let's just have that baby at the hospital. We are just gonna send her alone. Make it quick. Get it done, girl. You can do it. Believe in you. It's a boy. Leave it at Mead, and we're gonna name him Levi. That's so cute. Levi. Here we go. Oh, and Marcel. Yes. Okay. So we do indeed have a dumpster child. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. Okay, we're not gonna put the baby up for adoption. All right. It's there. So we're gonna finish this painting and hope for the best. No regrets from Living Soul's journey. Scratching one off the bucket list. You betcha, bud. There is so much going on here right now. She still wants to have a vampiric adventure, which means we have to like befriend or woohoo a vampire in Forgotten Hollow. And I'm not sure how I feel about that, to be honest. We've already had a little bit of a mix and mingle with aliens, and I don't know how I feel about vampires at this time. We also want to go on the best date ever. And if I recall correctly, I think that that was quite fun at the dumpster dive, don't you think? Since now we have miniature proof of what happened there that day? I mean, Mm. It's always something, isn't it? All right. Well, we are going to put this in our inventory because we did sell some more paintings and we are doing quite well. So we made approximately another $10,000 and we are moving along. Right now, I'm just focusing on getting our paintings done, filling up the basement, caring now for a child, which doesn't seem to be very needy, which I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Her social skill is lacking, but the child will help with that, I believe. What is this? Is that an apple? Or is that like Kermit the Frog with long ears? Oh my god. Oh. Oh my goodness, look at the baby. It's just like sleeping, being so sweet. I love it. Let's have some more of that. All right, we're gonna clean out some spoiled food and she still has to eat. So we're actually gonna go in and we are gonna add our tub. We're going in. It's this one here. It's actually base game. It's like a jet set luxury. Yeah, let's go in with the black. I actually quite like that, don't I? The gold matches the shower and the sink tap for the most part. We're gonna go in and add a few more things just to like spice up our life. I love this from the tiny living, and there's no space for it. Hmm, let's put it there for a minute, but I don't think it's gonna stay. It doesn't quite match. We're gonna add some of these because they're my favorite. I wish we had different styles, more swatches, some patterns. I also need a mirror for here. Mm, yeah, we'll keep it black, but like we could have gone with gold too. And we need to add something here, but not too much because she still needs access to the tub. I'm gonna put a painting. Still trying to find the most expensive stuff. I mean, if we're gonna spend the money, then mm, I don't I don't like that. Oh my, that is a bit too large. So maybe we'll find a plant. I wish there was more like wall plants, but we could put shelves and put the plants on the shelves. So this is also beautiful. I just need it like slightly smaller. It comes out way too far from the wall and it's so huge. I just don't think I want that. And these are quite cute, but they're not really looking right to me. Hmm. Those are too like square. I don't know how to describe what I mean, but mm. And yes, I am always this picky in my gameplay when I am building. I'm just it needs to look a certain way. Sometimes I just like I have this image in my head of what I want it to look like and I need it to look like that. Like I'm surprised I don't play with CC. Um I used to play with a lot of CC actually, like custom content, and I just felt like, do I really need it other than for the like aesthetic purposes? And I found that sometimes, like, when you get CC, like, for kitchens and stuff like that, it just doesn't work the way you want it to. So, I got really frustrated sometimes and got rid of it. Now I do still play with mods. My other favorite mod is probably, like, Panda Sama's childbirth mod because that is amazing. They they are amazing. That is an unbelievable mod. If you've never played it or tried it or you've never heard of it, there are other simmers who go over all kinds of mods and what they do and what they entail and how they change the gameplay. And I suggest you find someone who has played with it and goes over it. It is absolutely beautiful. I have not played with the new like with the new stuff, but it's probably my other absolute favorite mod. Now here I'm just going in and I'm adding some clutter because let's get real, as much as clutter can be frustrating, it's actually a sign of a lived-in home. So, you know, it's kind of needed, I guess. And I'm going in and changing the swatches so that they don't look so homely. Mm, okay. So here's our bathroom. Well, here's our bathroom shelves, what we spend like an hour on, I feel. So I love this plant. I wish there were more swatches. I wish there were more types of plants like this. I feel like the kit could have had more plants, but the plants that they did have were really nice. Mm, I mean, you know what? Sure. No, I still want like, yeah, I don't know. You know what? It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Not the best, but it's not the worst. So we're just gonna stick with it for now till I think of something else, and then I'll change it. All right. We need a bath mat and a shower mat and something on the wall beside those shelves because I feel like it's lacking over there. And then our first room will be complete. And that's I mean, I like that. It's a sign of progress. You know what? I think hmm, you know what else would really look good here? There's a picture frame from the Book Nook kit, I think, might work well here. There's one of the swatches that's pretty, like, plain Jane, there's a couple of words on it. I think it might fit here. Yeah. Oh, gorge. And there we have it, our bathroom. Now we are going to move the child into its own room. We are moving the pallet bed out of the kitchen into the office space, and we are gonna add some life to the kitchen. I think it's time. Now, these expensive cabinets, I don't like using the white because I find they're actually blue. Although this is a nice swatch. I don't know how I feel about the floor. Can't get rid of that picture frame. It is a staple of this gameplay. also really want to buy the most expensive, um, stove, fridge, all that fun stuff. I don't like how that looks because the cupboards have that little lip on the back, and the stove doesn't have it. So the stove, I feel, is meant to go, like, in the middle here. Oh, no, we're out of money. We're out of money. Oh, no. We're gonna get a sink, and, mm, I love this sink. It's probably my favorite sink. We're just gonna put black here. No. See, I find a lot of swatches don't go together. Like, these are base game cupboards and a base game dishwasher. Why don't they match? You know? Why are there not the basics that match each other? And now that we're starting to, like, build up in our house and it's becoming more expensive, we really need to have this alarm system because if a burglar comes in, like, it's over. They don't just take one thing, they take everything they can. And sometimes you call the cops and it's like, "Where are you? Am I gonna have to do this myself?" We are going to get a sprinkler system so that when a fire happens, the sprinklers just immediately put out the fire so it doesn't spread. And I suppose we'll add some of these little things here. You notice how those don't like line up with the fridge? Again, why? Just why? Why is that not perfect? Why doesn't it sit perfectly above a fridge when all the fridges are the same height and all of the cabinets are the same style, same height, same size? This is like bare minimum. This is bare minimum. These are the little things that get to me on a regular basis. Welcome to my venting. Alright, so we are gonna go in and see like, there should be one here that she unlocked, the Fertility Unleashed, unlocked by becoming a parent to a newborn. She should have unlocked that because she has just given birth, so I'm not exactly sure why it's not coming up. It could be because I'm using the RPO mod, which would really sadden me, but, um, it's not coming up, so I don't know. And we're gonna go in, we're gonna make some chips and dip. We're gonna add we're gonna add something to it. Maybe we should just add, like, trash fruit. I find something, like, interesting, but also not too expensive because Taco Berry. Alright, let's throw in some bell pepper. We are gonna name it the Motivating Chips and Dip? Chips and Salsa. Oh, no. Oh, we can't make more than one family recipe with one special touch. We'd have to replace it. Okay, well, fine then. We'll make our salad. Boy, it's so weird to look at this to look at the kitchen and see more than just, like, the used fridge and our one sad little photo frame. And to be honest, I'm not entirely sure I love the color in the kitchen now or the flooring. So, we may have to go and change all of that. Yep, we are just gonna put that into the dishwasher because that's where it goes, Annabelle. Look at this child. I have doubts, right? I know it said that she just had a baby with Marcel, and I suppose it can't lie to me, but we're bottle feeding and, like, she's just living her best life. Like, this is cute. She's just, like, holding the baby, feeding him, he's, like, holding onto the bottle. It's so adorable. But are you alien, or are you just my dumpster child? There's always that part of me that is gonna wonder, but I think we're okay. Like, it did say Annabelle and Marcel had a baby, so we're gonna just assume that the game is not lying to me at this time. And we're gonna put this into the money-making trash can as per usual, and we spent too much, and we've only got 291 simoleons, but we're gonna get some sleep, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.